Now am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so we shall start our class. I think all of our students will be joined one by one and it is enabled. I'm just sharing my screen. Today the double integral over the region rectangle. Is my screen is visible to all?
Yes, sir.
Now as it is the theory part, so we are going to start with that PDF. So here the double integral over the rectangles. Let here we are taking f of xy be a bounded function defined over the rectangle R such that a less than equal to x less than equal to b and y is another variable which is bounded with c to d. So x is bounded with a to b and y is bounded with c to d. So we know that the value of a, b and c, d are not equal. So the region will be the rectangular. So here in the picture, it is given that in the x-axis and y-axis, they are cutting at the point 0. So here we are taking y equal to d line. That is the y equal to c line. This one is the x equal to a line. And this one is the x equal to b line. Now look at here. Let us subdivide R into m sub-rectangles. Right? So m sub-rectangles by drawing m lines parallel to x-axis and n lines parallel to y-axis. We denote the I, j subtriangle by Aij and its area by delta Aij. Then delta Aij will be delta xi into delta yj, isn't it? Area of the rectangle, length into breadth. Length is equal to delta xi and breadth equal to delta yj. So here total number of the sub-rectangles is equal to mn. Here m lines are drawing parallel to x-axis and y-axis and n lines are drawing parallel to y-axis. So total number of the sub-rectangles are mn. So here xij and yij at the dimension of the sub-rectangle aij, let us choose an arbitrary point xi, yj in the sub-rectangle aij, and from sum we putting that mn equal to p. Then we are making the sum. Number one, sorry, just a minute. If we take the sum from here, that is summation k equal to 1 to p f of xi yj into delta ij, delta delta aij, that means the area of the subrectangle into the given f of ij, that is the f of xi yj, this is the function. So from here k equal to 1 to p, where mn equal to p. So if we distribute this one, p is equal to m and n, then j equal to 1 to m and I equal to 1 to n. F of xi yi, instead of delta aij, we can write down that it is the product of delta yj. We are writing this one, delta xi into delta yj. So we are, as we are taking it is into I into j, then also we have to divide this k equal to 1 to p into mn part. So we are taking the two summations, summation j equal to 1 to m and summation I equal to 1 to n. F of xi, yj, delta xi, delta yj. Now let delta A equal to delta x into delta y, where delta x is equal to maximum of delta xi and yj delta y equal to maximum of delta yi. So here obviously I lies between 1 to n and j lies between 1 to m. As here it is given j equal to 1 to n, m and I equal to 1 to n. So we are taking the maximum area of this. Then making delta x tends to 0 and delta y tends to 0, so that delta a tends to 0. If we take that delta a is equal to product of delta x and delta y, if we take that delta x tends to 0 and delta y both are tends to 0, then obviously delta a tends to 0. Then if we are taking into the limit concept, then limit delta a tends to 0. Then from when we taking the delta a, then this sum is coming, that is k equal to 1 to p f of xk yk delta ak. That can be written into the part of two m and n. Then this summation should be divided into the both part, and this delta a should be written in the delta x into delta y. So from here in the limit concept for the double limit, we can write down limit delta x tends to 0, delta y tends to 0. Because of that, delta a tends to 0 means limit delta x tends to 0 and limit delta y tends to 0. So we are taking here limit delta x tends to 0, limit delta y tends to 0. where j equal to summation j equal to 1 to m and summation I equal to 1 to n f of xi yi, and instead of delta ak we can write down delta xi yj. So this is the total volume, area. If this limit exists finitely, then we say that the double integral over the region R f of xy dx dy exists, and value of this double integral will be given that limit this is equal to double integration R f of xy dx dy is equal to double integration R f of xy, instead of dx dy we can put that dr, where dr is equal to product of dx dy. So from here in the limit concept we can write any integration as a summation. So limit delta a tends to 0, summation k equal to 1 to p f of x k y k into delta a k, which is already previously we have write down. And again for this one we can write down this thing, so that is written here. So that means the integration double integration R f of xy dx dy, that means the limit delta x tends to 0, delta y tends to 0, summation j equal to 1 to m, summation I equal to 1 to n f of xi yi delta xi into delta yj. That is the definition of our double integral. In case of our single integral, there was only single limit for delta x, and here it is the double integral. So here x and y both variable are presented. So we have to take that limit delta x tends to 0, limit delta y tends to 0. This is called the double limit, or sometimes it is called the repeated limit also. Is it clearly understood by everyone? This definition is not required for you, only you have to find out the solution. But without this definition, your concept will be not clear. So I am going for this definition. Is it clear?
So why delta A tends to 0 is taken?
In case of delta A tends to 0, otherwise we cannot use the limit concept. In case of our limit concept, we have to make the small delta that should be 0. We are taking delta as small as possible. If it is tends to 0, then only we can write down that the limit approaches to that total value of that value, limiting value. When the delta A tends to 0, then only the limiting value will be exist. So we are taking for the concept of limit that delta A tends to 0, and delta A is the product of delta x, delta y. So if delta A tends to 0, then obviously delta x tends to 0 and delta y tends to 0. So from the limit concept, we are taking delta A tends to 0. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When we are taking the problem, it will be very much clear to you people. But this theorem also required to. Now we are going for the double integral over the region other than the rectangle. Previously it was taken that rectangle, but we can take the double integral other than rectangle, right? Why this double integral is needed? Can you give me the explanation about this? Why the double integral is needed? Actually, by double integral, what we have measured? What we have measured by this using double integral?
Area. So area.
Obviously, you have told the right thing. But area can be measured by simple mensuration, na? Any area can be measured by simply mensuration also. But we are taking that double integral. Why it is imposed here? Is there any answer from any student head?
सर जब दो वेरिएबल पे डिपेंड करे फंक्शन, जब दो वेरिएबल पे फंक्शन डिपेंड करे इसीलिए यूज करते हैं सर.
ओके, एनी अदर आंसर?
सर अननोन जो इरेगुलर शेप्स रहता है उस सब का वो मेंशनेशन से सॉल्व नहीं हो सकता. तो
obviously you have got the right thing. For our calculation of area, all areas are not the uniform or regular. For that case, we cannot use our mensuration. But by this integration, we can measure any shape or area of any shape, right? So we are using this. but the function must be continuous. F of xy, the given function must be continuous, as well as it must be derivable. Otherwise, it cannot be integrable, isn't it? As the limit is exist, so we can say that the function is also the continuous as well as it is derivable. So function must be continuous as well as derivable. Then we can find out. Now we are going for the double integral over region other than the rectangle. Previously, it was a regular shape. It can be measured by mensuration also if it is a rectangular. But here it is coming the speciality of our double integral for integrability of a bounded function f of xy defined for a finite closed region R. We enclose R entirely by means a rectangle S and define a function f of xy over S. So here f of xy is equal to f of xy for xy belongs to R, otherwise it is. So nextly, integrable over the rectangle A, then f of xy is said to be integrable over R, and then double integration R f of x comma y dx dy equal to double integration S f of xy dx dy can be written. Now at first we have to check the differential given part can be integrable over R, then it is integrable over S, then it is integrable over anything. Now representation of a double integral over rectangular region as repeated integral. I have already told you repeated integral means if double integration f of xy dx dy exists over a rectangle R such that, so that means the for x it is a to b and for y it is c to d, and all the values of a, b, c, d are different, so it is a rectangle. And it can be written and integration a to b f of xy dx exists for each value of y on cd. Then the repeated integral integration c to d dy and c to b f of xy dx exists, and integration over r f of xy dx dy equal to c to d dy and a to b f of xy dx. So here it is, don't want to prove this. So here some note is given. Other form of the above theorem is follows that if double integration r of f of xy dx dy exists on R, where R is a rectangle, x lies between a to b, y lies between c to d, and integration c to d f of xy dy exists for every x on a to b, where a to b dx and c to d f of xy dy exists, and r of f of xy dx dy is equal to, it can be written a to b dx integration c to d f of xy dy. Look at here, we are making those one first which variable in the rightmost, right? Here rightmost variable of the dy. So we are making the first with respect to integration with respect to dy. So it may be changed sometime, but here we can use this one. Now look at here, some corollary are given here. If f of xy is integrable over R, where R is given by a to b, c to d, and integration a to b f of xy dy exists for each y, where y belongs to c to d, and integration over c to d f of xy that is also exists on x for x equal to a to b, then those both of the integral is the same. Look at here, the previous integral at first taking the integral a to b dx, then c to d f of xy dy. But here it is given c to d dy and a to b f of xy dx. If both of this integral exist, then we can say this. Is it clear? For the both of the integral is exist, then we can say that both are the equal. There is no difference between a to b dx integration c to d f of xy dy and integration c to d dy and integration a to b f of xy dx. There is no difference between them. If the double integral exists, the two repeated integral cannot exist without being equal. Repeated limit exists when both of the integral are equal. Now corollary 3 is given. It is less important. So thus the double integral can be evaluated by the repeated integral only when both of the integral are equal. Corollary 4 is given. It is given here. Actually, it is too much hazy, na? So I'll give this part again. Now we are taking some example. Look at here. One example is given. So that integration over 0 to 1 dx, integration over x minus y by x plus y whole cube dy. This is not equal to integration 0 to 1 dy, integration 0 to 1 x minus y by x plus y whole cube. Just in the left hand side, it is first dy, then dx, and here first dx, dy. That means here integration first done with respect to y, then after with respect to x. But here the integration done with respect to x first, then after with respect to y. So we have to show that both are not equal. Again, they have given that does double integration r x minus y by x plus y whole cube dx dy exist where x belongs to 0 to 1 and y belongs to 0 to 1. Justify your answer. Now at first we are going for the both of the limit. From the left hand case 0 to 1 dx, 0 to 1 x minus 1 x minus y by x plus y whole 3. So at first we have to make this integration with respect to y. So here we have to treating x as if constant, right? When we make it perform the integral with respect to dy, we have to assume that x as if constant. So here both of cases, numerator and numerator, both are into part of y. So it can be written that integration 0 to 1 dx, then they have taken one minus from here, minus integration 0 to 1 2x plus x into x plus y into 2x by x whole dy. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Then they have taken 0 to 1 dx minus 0 to 1. They have taken that this by this into this by this. Actually, it is x plus y minus 2x. X minus 2y, x minus y. It can be written as x plus y minus 2y, 2x. At first, they have taken the minus, then this x minus y will be y minus x. So y minus x can be written that y plus x minus 2x. So we have here one minus sign is there, right? So it's coming here minus of 0 to 1 dx by this plus this, that means x plus y whole square plus 2x is constant. So it is out of the integration 0 to 1 dy by this. So after that, they have taken the integration of this. They have taken that y equal to, if we say that x is a constant, then it is a plus x whole to the whole a plus y whole square dy by a plus y whole square. Here x is the constant, so after integration it will be coming that one minus will be there. So minus 1, this minus 1 is cut. So it is coming 1 by x plus 1. Here y value of the y is 0 to 1 is given plus 2x. So here also one minus will be coming with this plus and minus, it is coming minus. Minus 2x into, it will be coming half into 1 by 1 plus y whole square, y equal to 0 to 1. So for y, they are putting the limit. X is treated as constant while integration with respect to y. Already I have told you. So from here, putting y equal to 0, 1, then it will be 1 by x plus 1 by x plus 1 minus 1 by x. That is coming here. And from here, when we put y equal to 0, then it will be coming half of cut x 1 by x plus 1 whole square minus 1 by x. That minus minus plus. So this 1 by x minus 1 by x plus 1 by x cut. So it will be coming only after the of 1 by x plus 1 minus 1 by x plus 1 whole square. It will be coming like that. Look at here. Dx by 1 plus x whole square. So now we have to make this integration with respect to x. So it can be easily done, and putting the value of x 0 to 1, it is coming half. So for the left hand integral, we are getting the value as half. Now we have to find out the value of right hand integral. For the right hand integral, it was given 0 to 1 dy, 0 to 1 minus y x plus y whole cube by dx. So at first we have to integrate this one with respect to x. So here x minus y can be written x plus y minus 2y exactly by the same way. Then we can make it here. Here the with respect to x, at first we have to make the integral, and with respect to x, the integral is made. So 2y is the constant. It is coming out of the bracket. So after that, they put the value integral and they put the value of putting here. We got y is treated as constant while integrating with respect to x. So after that, we have to integrate with respect to y here. So 1 by y and minus 1 by y is cut. Here minus 1 by 1 plus y. After getting this minus sign is here. So after this, putting the value of this integral, it is coming minus half. Previous for the left hand integral, it was the plus half. For the right hand integral, it is minus half. So from here, we can say that both of the integrals are not equal. Value of the both integrals are not equal. Is it clear to everybody?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Then we are going for the next part.
Hello. Hello.
Pardon? Louder, please.
सर एक बार ऊपर लीजिएगा ना, स्लाइड ऊपर लीजिए थोड़ा सा.
For first integral or second integral?
सर फर्स्ट वाला.
Tell me.
यस सर. हाँ यहाँ सेकंड स्टेप है ना सर, सेकंड स्टेप.
This.
जस्ट अ मिनट
ये
सर.
वाला.
यस यस सर.
Take your pen and paper.
यस सर.
Okay. Shall I make this here in board? Do you want that? Some board work is there.
यस सर.
Okay, I stop sharing of this one. Look at here for the first integral. Wait just 1 minute. Just wait for 1 minute. Actually, the first integral was integration 0 to 1 dx, na? Integration 0 to 1 x minus y by x plus y whole cube dy. It was the first integral. So it can be written integration 0 to 1 dx. If we take common minus from here, then integration 0 to 1 y minus x divided by x plus y whole cube dy. So from here we can write down 0 to 1 dx within second bracket minus integration 0 to 1. This y minus x can be written that y plus x minus 2x. Can you write this?
Yes, sir.
That is written here. So from here integration 0 to 1 dx minus integration 0 to 1 x plus y minus 2x by x plus y whole cube dy. So it can be written integration 0 to 1 dx within the bracket 0 to 1 x plus y here we are taking by x plus y whole cube minus 2x by x plus y whole cube whole thing dy, right? So from here 0 to 1 dx minus integration 0 to 1 1 cut, so 1 by, so it will be given 1 by x plus y whole square minus here 2x by x plus y whole cube whole thing dy. Clear? Is it clear? This one is given
Yes,
there.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then we are going for the PDF. Has been done by this way, isn't it? So first one is coming plus up and second one, value of the second one is coming minus up. So they are not equal. Now we are going for the second part. Since the integrand f of xy is equal to this is undefined at 0, 0, when x equal to 0, y equal to 0. So denominator should be 0, it is undefined, belongs to R. Therefore, this does not exist. Clear? Here, look at here, x may be 0, lowest value of x 0, lowest value of y 0. So 0, 0 belongs to R. But this integral also defined in this R. But when x 0, y 0, then it is undefined. So this integral does not exist. Is it clear? Tell me whether it is clear or not.
Sir, repeat again.
What is the lowest value of x here? What is the lowest
0.
value of x?
0, 0.
Lowest value of y.
0.
So when both of x and y going to their lowest value, that means the value coordinate 0, 0, right? So this 0, 0 belongs to this rectangle. But when we put this 0, 0 in this integrand, so denominator should be 0, which is undefined. So this integral does not exist within this R. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we are going for the next problem. Here it is given x equal to 0 to pi by 2, y equal to 0 to pi. Here it is given double integration R sine of x plus y dx dy, where R is the rectangle is given. Here the integral sine of x plus y is continuous on R, as it is the trigonometric function. We know that the trigonometric function is continuous everywhere. Hence the given double integral exists and it can be evaluated by repeated integral. Look at here, sine of x plus y, it can be written that at first we are taking dx, so we are taking the limit of x 0 to pi by 2, and next we are taking y, it is 0 to pi. Here we are taking this. So integration of sine a plus x is equal to minus cos of a plus x with y equal to 0 to pi. Now put it here, we got the value of this cos x minus cos pi plus x. Now we have to make this integration with respect to dx. We got this one, and after cos it is coming sine pi by 2. It is coming to. Was it clear? It was very easy problem. So at first make with respect to y, then with respect to x. You can change the order also. At first you are doing integral performing with respect to x, then with respect to y, then also the same result will be coming. Clear?
क्वेश्चन एक बार दिखाइए
Here
सर.
we have done at first. Huh?
सर क्वेश्चन एक बार दिखाइए.
Question. Just a minute. We have to evaluate this integral where R is the rectangle. Rectangle is given here. So here x is a rectangle which x equal to 0, that means y axis, and x equal to pi by 2. So both of the one is y axis, another is parallel to y axis. and for y equal to 0, y equal to pi, these are also the one is x-axis, another parallel to y equal to pi, parallel to x-axis. So this rectangle we have to make this. So here at first we are taking for the x dx. Generally, which are given rightmost, we are taking for that. Here dy is the rightmost, so we are at first taking the integration with respect to dy. Is it clear right now? Hello.
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Now we are going for the next part. This is your part, and this PDF will be given to your LMS, right? So that you can perform something. Here some problems will be given to you. Answer also given here. Now evaluation of double integral over domain other than rectangle. Right? Previously we have taken rectangle. Now let us consider the evaluation of the integral this, where r is like this or r is like this irregular shape. Then we have to take here some points x, y for x, picture A, picture B. All those can be evaluated by integration, right? So how it can be? Actually, it will be the summation of some areas. Look at here, where R is the region of xy plane bounded by a simple closed curve C. Let the region R be the such that the line parallel to either x cuts the boundary C at most two points. Such type of the region is shown in figure 12.8.8. This one. Here it is touched. Here it is touched. Q2 is touched. P1 is touched, and here it is cut 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the cutting points. Here they are given that let K1, Q2 be the points of the boundary C and having the minimum and maximum coordinate respectively. Similarly, P1, P2 the points having cutting into the minimum and maximum abscissa respectively. Let x equal to phi 1 y be the Q1, P1, Q2 and x equal to phi 2 y. It is the Q1, P2, Q2. Also let beta 1, beta 2 be the coordinates of this is the theory part. It is not required. So we have to take only the integration. Double integration R f of xy dx dy equal to beta 1 to beta 2 dy and this equal to this dx. This one first one. This similarly for y equal to psi 1, it will be coming double integration R equal to xy dy dx is equal to dx and dy. So if both are form 1 and 2, it follows that this equal to this equal to this. So integration, double integration over R f of xy dx dy, it can be written either dx dy here first with respect to dy, then dx, but here with respect to dx, then dy. So we can take any order. Since 1 and 2 holds only when this integration, double integration R f of x comma y dx dy exists. Therefore, if this and this are not equal, then this one does not exist. So previous problem also does not exist because of that the previous limit first limit was minus plus half, second limit was 7 integral was minus half. So they are not equal. So from there also you can conclude that the given integral does not exist. The area A of a plane region are bounded by the curve y equal to f1x, y equal to f2x, or the ordinate x equal to a, x equal to b, where f1 less than f2 for all x belongs to a b is given by this. So these are not a very important thing. So these are only the theorem part, but it is required. It will be given to your LMS. You go through it. We are going for our problem. Time is very short. Within 5 minutes, we have to cover this problem. Here it is given evaluate double integration R x square y dx dy, where R is the region closed by the parabola y square equal to 9x and the line y equal to 3x. Right. So here we are making the parabola y equal to 3x. This is the line y equal to 3x, and this is the parabola y square equal to 9. So both are them cut at the point 0, 0 and 1, 3. So we have to make this here y equal to 3 is the line. So this is equal to y equal to 0 to 3. Look at here, y here 0 and here 3. So the value of y is 0 to 3 and value of x is equal to x to y by 3. X is from here we can find out the value of x equal to y by 3. So one variable into other variable. So here dy dx is given. So at first at the clear cut relation is given y equal to 3x. So from here we got the value of x. So at first we are making this with respect to x. So here the limit for the first integral, it is within y, and for the last integral it is 0 to 3, which is given here. So after getting this and putting the value of our limit, it is x equal to y square by 9 and y equal to 3x. So after getting this, we got the value of this one, and then 0 to 3 dy with respect to dy. We are putting the value of this, we got the value 6 by 7. Is it clear? Here both of the curves are given. One is y equal to 3x, another is y square equal, x equal to 9y square or anything. Look at here, y square equal to 9x and y equal to 3x. So for the when we are taking with respect to the integration, taking respect with integration with respect to x, then we are taking limit in terms of y, so that when we are doing in terms of y, then the limit is given constant. So limit of y, here it is 0 0, here it is 1 3. So limit of the y is 0 to what? 0 to 3, as this point is 0 0 and this point is 1 3. So value of the y is this, and for x, here x equal to, we are taking that for this parabola x equal to y square by 9, and here we are taking for this straight line x equal to y by 3. So we got this value. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now another problem is given here. This where R is the region bounded by x equal to x greater than equal to 0, y greater than equal to 0. It means positive x axis and positive y axis, and x square plus y square less than equal to 1. That means a circle whose center at 0 0, radius 1 unit. So here we are making the circle. Greater than equal to 0 means the first quadrant. So this is the shaded area is our region. So y here 0 to x equal to 0 to 1, and for here it is also this. So here x equal to 1 and y equal to, the circle is given that x square plus y square equal to 1. So from here y equal to plus of root over 1 minus x square, and in that case y equal to 0. So we are taking here x equal to 0 to 1 is the limit, as here the point is cutting as 1 0. So x equal to 0 to 1. So with respect to dx, x equal to this, and for dy here it is x equal to 0, and here it is y equal to root over 1 minus x square. In terms of x is taken is, after the putting the limit, it will be coming in terms of x. This integration performing with respect to x and putting the limit 0 to 1, we got the value of this. Here they are taking some substitution, x equal to sine theta, then dx equal to this. They got that 596. It can be done by you because of that. This is one of the part of the integration. Already you have done it. Is it clear? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that means we can find out the double integral. There are another problem is given. So it will be given to you. So of all the cases, it will be given by the same way, right? Some problems are lengthy, and there are some problems which are given for you people also. Then evaluation of double integral by changing the order, it will be given to you next class. Because of that, this is very important thing, changing the variable, changing the order. Both of the cases is very required. Changing the variable and changing the order, it is very important. So it will be start the next class. Because of that, today time is very less, just 1 minute is there. So as a whole, we can perform the double integral.